Atlanta is a great place for law firms and other companies alike.
We have a very affordable housing market. We have wonderful quality of life here with 4,400 parks, 180 miles worth of biking trail. We have great local attractions here such as the Georgia Aquarium, the World of Coke, the College Football Hall of Fame. We have great sports teams here, Falcons, Hawks, Atlanta United. It's a place people want to be. Atlanta is a great place to open a law firm, especially when you consider how we stack up against other top metro areas. We are lucky enough to be home to 15 Fortune 500 companies and 26 of the Fortune 1000 companies, so our corporate presence is remarkable. We have a large supply of law firm talent.
Atlanta's enjoyed some great growth as it relates to lawyers in the past couple of years. In fact, we have the highest growth rate over the past 2 years as it relates to lawyers. In addition, we have a high growth rate with millennials. 1.2 million millennials exist in the city of Atlanta. We're 8th in the country, and I think those two facts marry up nicely. And we also have a great corporate presence, and as Atlanta continues to grow, I think we'll continue to see that kind of growth in the legal sector.
So when you think about those forces coming together, there's this really intense need to compete for great talent.
Generally speaking, law firms in Atlanta have been located in our CBD. They have wanted to have great visibility, be close to their clients. A big consideration in the past was being close to the courthouse, given advances in technology. Now is not as important.
The rise in technology has drastically impacted where law firms are locating their offices. We've seen a change from what used to be primarily the downtown submarket more to a combination of downtown, midtown, and Buckhead. Today, approximately 70% of our law firms are located in our midtown submarket.
So what we're finding now is they want to be in a building, in an area that provides a host of amenities for its lawyers and for its staff. The larger firms have taken the opportunity to reduce their existing footprint when and where they can. We recognize the importance of the way that space for law firms reflects its culture.
Companies are now focused on amenities for their employees. That includes amenities inside the building as well as outside the building.
At a building level, law firms are looking for common amenities that support their workers as well. So they're looking for conference centers, they're looking at fitness centers, and also accessibility to certain features, things like public transportation, green space or parks, certainly restaurants.
But all law firms are looking to reconfigure the interior of their spaces.
We have a handful of firms that have gone to a one-size-fits-all office scenario. We still see a 10 by 15 and a 15 by 15 setup. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as we see this type of examination of densification of space as to whether we think it will be a long-term strategy for the legal sector.
An accessible workplace is one that has visual transparency, so we think about the introduction of glass as a great way to foster that type of workplace. It certainly also plays into health and wellness benefits when you can bring in more of that natural light to everyone. They have the best cup of coffee you can get in the office or the best snack you can get, and they draw people in by providing those types of amenities.
Studies have shown that an increase or an improvement in the culture within their workspace really brings out the efficiencies of their employees.
We see law firms now, more than ever, take a step back and evaluate how they can use their space, their community, their culture to recruit and retain the best talent. Technology continues to become of paramount importance for law firms.
Many of the second-generation law firm spaces still have the old law libraries, still have large rooms that were once used for file and storage areas. And given the advances of technology, those areas are now obsolete. Technology today is precipitating space efficiency. And in 5 or 10 years from now, the law firms that are today downsizing and renewing, they will be looking at what their next step forward will be.
Law firms are trying to balance the needs of their longtime partners with the desires of the next generation.
Law firms have the opportunity to challenge the status quo, to do something different than what they've done in the past. They have the opportunity to dig a little bit deeper, to imagine the art of the possible in a different way than they have before, and we're really excited for what we think is soon to come in the legal industry.